Zero should be able to get the push, but the Jace response from Kana into the Kennen. So we're getting a little bit more of an interesting matchup on the top side of the map this time around. No tank v tank. The Kennen versus the Jace matchup can definitely...
And because of that, SK were able to punish. Did have to use all their sums to do so, including that Ignite earlier for the cleanse. Isma's going to trade him onto Closer. Doesn't quite get the second half of the Winter's Wrath, but will get the Permafrost. Kana starting to collapse here. Goes through the acceleration gate. Isma dashes back towards Irrelevant. Niski's the first to move from mid, but Vladdy's on his way as well. Kana trading with Irrelevant, who has to flash away, and Kana takes the kill. Isma could look for him. No flash now on that. Jason Niski flashes forward for it. The gasoline gun rat-a-tat-tatting into the back of Kana in the end. Even though the phosphorus bomb misses, Kana will fall to Niski.
So nicely done.
As well.
Also important to recognize that they did take different paths through the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But I think that the big thing is when we look at the rest of this team, we talked about this before yesterday, Dag, that the Strut just gives you so much value when it comes to roaming from lane to lane. He's going to make his way back towards bot as the Grubs are secured.
Not really pushed in too quickly either, although Irrelevant can rectify that situation. Only the second time we've seen Irrelevant skipping boots to go straight for the Nash's Tooth. Just went ring straight into the Tooth. TP into the top lane by Kana, but Karmine Corp are going to be able to secure 4 Grubs here unless something untoward happens. They get 3, they get 4. Can Closer get out?
And that's where SK just using that thread the MF made, are able to lean into sides here, set up the Dragon, and are very likely going to do a similar story here to try and look for the Rift Herald, but now Kana trying to use those 4 Grubs.
Oh, Slicing Master coming out from Irrelevant. More to clear the wave than anything, I thought! Kana, I think, realizing there was a TP.
Resist definitely came back to bite him a little bit. Couldn't get the knock away from the ultimate because he was CC'd for so long as well. And ends up falling down. So, nice job from SK to get that kill, but KC have to respond on the opposite side because they saw the TP from Niski top end.
Yeah, and good cross map from KC. They get first tower, 600 gold. They steal away a red buff. Yes, you lose a kill and go back behind the Razor Beaks. The Rift Tower charges in, and although it doesn't take the tower, a single love towers off this push should be answered by Vladdy in the top side with one of Karmine Corp's.
All other towers being down for SK is pretty nice though, because Rahel has never been to bot side and cleared all the vision the Luan just put through, so Karmine Corp actually in a decent position to try and go for this.
TP behind. Kana's up towards the top side. Magnastorm, Closer getting pulled back. Trying to get away, but the Nature's Grasp will only save him for a second. Twisted advance forward, still he falls. Irrelevant goes in with the Slicing Maelstrom, upset with the Cleanse immediately. Irrelevant able to survive. Closer in the end, takes him with the Leandries, but Targamas pays for it with his life. SK find 2, Vladdy and up.
Right, you end up trading 2 for 1, 1 for 1. Yeah, and you end up securing the Dragon.
Connect, Isma dashing across the wall. Glacial Prism will get the slow. Kana still has Flash here. Isma stepping further forward. Flashes away, the TP behind now. There's the quickness in by Targamas, but he's stunned before he can get to Niski, and the Magnastorm comes down. Closer down to half HP. Luan just surviving. Rahel trying to put the damage down from across the wall as well as Irrelevant will join the fray. Vladdy dashes in, gets the flash out as well, but immediately delivers the Slicing Maelstrom to his backline. Upset and Closer. The last 2 stands dashes, no Warmogs yet for him, so won't be able to heal up too much. Has that Gleaming Quill for a little bit. Glacial Prison connects onto Upset, who has the cleanse back up. Closer goes in with the Twisted Advance, but he falls first. Irrelevant gets him. And the Hextech Rocket Belt's going to get in here. This feels risky. Control Ward in the pit. Karmine Corp group up as 5. Niski takes a chunk. Irrelevant still looking for that flank position, but Targamas marking him well. Closer sitting on that blast cone, the Baron sitting on 2,000. It begins to reset as SK look for the engagement. Targamas with a good knockup. The Baron's going to be taken by Karmine Corp. Kana might fall for it alongside Targamas, but KC have pulled off the heist of the century. Take a Baron for the cost of your top and support. You take that any day.
SK left the Baron way too low, and now SK will try and get something back, but that was a massive blunder. KC just go over the wall. Sure, they get mid-tower, but if KC can try...
The SK still have control over the map. We turn our attention to Vladdy, who turned his attention towards top. He's going to try and push.
Send in a bit of a Hail Mary play to see if they could get the tier 2 tower, but now has to reset and is just down at TP, so will be the last outer turret going down.
As the game goes on. They are trying to control this top side of the map. Closer the one caught, no flash on him, remember. Burnt it in that bot lane play. And the bullet time alongside Niski's rock. Can't quite see it on the current view. Irrelevant looking for the flank. There's the Nature's Grasp. Luan will tank. True Shot Barrage coming out. Luan on the front line. Magnastorm locks up Targamas, and he can't get on the back line at all. The Drake secured by Closer, but how much might Karmine Corp lose? The Slicing Maelstrom Vladdy slides him away, and Irrelevant's low, so is Luan and Isma. Rahel now has to play in a 1v3. Kana chasing forward, Upset doing the same. It's 2 more. Vladdy with a beautiful slide and glide in allows Karmine Corp away back in the fight, and Upset's dashing forward.
Massive teamfight win, completely swinging the momentum.
Is that the game?
A lot of the burst is gone. I mean, those death timers are relatively long with 3 of the carries still alive. KC gonna look to try.
Isma needs to clear the wave, but it's so difficult with bodies in the way. Can he get onto it? He's trying desperately to get to them.
Niski up in 13. Isma distracts for a moment, but it might not be enough time. Karmine Corp begin to rip through the Nexus towers, and a flick of a switch for KC as they go 1-0 up in the series.
Just like that, a game that felt so firmly in the grasp of SK.